Alright, well, we had a bandit break the window and climb in the middle of the night, and a few others attack. So I'm going to need to board up all these windows as quickly as I can. Unfortunately, I need a hammer to do so. I do not believe I have one. Pretty sure there wasn't anything out here, right? Just some sheet metal snips and a screwdriver. It's chilly outside. Just check over here to make sure. Yeah, I put all my tools in here. Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head over to that house or group of houses and see if we can't sorry, see if we can't find a hammer or something to use. Oh, that's right, I was probably chilly because I took a bunch of clothes off. Just go ahead and put those back on. Probably shouldn't be getting dressed while I'm driving, but we'll make it work. Apparently it didn't like me driving over the bridge. It started throwing errors. Alright, let's see if we can make it down this windy road without hitting any trees. Van's already in pretty poor condition, and it's the only vehicle I've been able to find a key for. I'll have to start working on my electric skills so I can hotwire vehicles. Getting cold already, huh? Alright, that's okay. We've got a heater, hopefully. Actually, I don't know. I didn't check to see if it was damaged or not. Because if the heater in your vehicle is damaged, it won't heat very well. Let's see if it warms up in here at all. 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Heater must be busted, or the window's busted. Oh, it's up to 24 now. Okay. Now it looks like it's starting to heat up in here a little bit. And we're bundled up pretty warm, so got a lot of layers on. Enough that we get all sweaty and wet when we're inside, so have to remember to undress before we go inside, or when we go inside. Alright, let's see. I'm thinking this might be another gun situation. That's quite the house. I think maybe I'll leave this running. Well, there's definitely stuff out here. I suppose we'll gather supplies that we can. Let's go ahead and... No, we don't want to turn that on. We just want the battery. We'll take the glue. So let's grab that. And we'll just go put that in the van now. I forgot to grab my trolley. Let's get rid of this one. They're going to see me. Come here. Come on. Got a present for you. Oh, home run. I think I'll try not to disturb the zombies here too much. Oh, we'll take some tequila. Doesn't hurt to have a spare pillow. They always make sleeping in a bed nicer. Oh, spare whetstone. Don't mind if I do. What do we have? I suppose we'll start grabbing this stuff since we have a fridge to put it in. Oh, a washer and dryer could be useful. Not really wilderness survival, though. Whatever. Once the water gets turned off, they'll be useless anyways. And I don't know how much time I'm going to spend at that house. I may not spend that much there. We may end up just moving to a different location at some point. And if we do move somewhere else, we can always bring some of the furniture with us if we want. I suppose I could pull the van up closer. I just figured I'd leave it running so it would stay warm inside. We'll have a drink and fill our bottle before we go. Still gotta check the upstairs. If I can keep from getting stuck on cabinets again. I check those. Nothing there. Interesting. Okay. Bunch of empty bottles. And old newspapers. Whole bunch of garbage. Would have made a decent little base. Suppose I could have moved into one of these places instead of that other, but I want something a bit more remote. Let's go check the next one. I have a feeling I'm not going to find a hammer here, but it's the closest buildings we can check. Oh, this one's got a garage. Hey, leave my van alone. Come over here. Yeah. There you go. This is kind of a cool house. Maybe I should have made this my base. I mean, I still could, I suppose. Kind of like the multiple levels. Just in time for the cook show. Let's watch that real quick. Looks like we've got some zombies either upstairs or downstairs in here, probably. I kind of like this place, but it also seems a little unsafe. Check upstairs real quick. I don't think I need a bathroom. Oh, it's even got a nice little balcony. Let's see, we'll take the towel. Never hurts to have extra towels. Let's grab that. There we go, now we're even more bundled up. Oh, we got a couple more rooms up here to check. Got some medical supplies. Good. Can never have enough of those. One more door. Let's see, what do you got? We'll take the fire starter. Oh, hey, mice. Come here. I now have a buddy. Yeah, we'll carry him around in our pocket for a while. Or our hand. Let's see, is there anything in here we want? Not really. We can always come back later if we need to. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this place. So I have decided after some careful consideration that I don't think I'm going to use this place. It's a little too big and it's a little too well equipped. Oh, there's a deer. Can I just bump you? No? I suppose I won't waste it. I doubt I'd be able to butcher it well enough anyways. Anyways, as I was saying, I want somewhere a little more remote and a little bit less furnished so I can kind of build some of my own stuff. And so I can try and do some, foraging and hunting and fishing and stuff to survive instead of just running into town for bags of chips and sodas every few days. So we're just going to roll out of here and then we'll take a look at the map in a second and I'll show you what I've thought of. I am packing as much stuff as I could. I did have to leave some stuff behind. I will leave that as kind of a backup base, I think. But let's take a look at the map here. So we are currently right here. This is the house. I did loot these places, didn't really find anything useful at all. But what I would like to do is we've got this lake here, and I think there's a camp thing here that I'm not concerned about, but all the way up here there's this little pond and just a couple small buildings at the end of a really long dirt road. So what I would like to do is try and get out there and set that up as my base, and then I'll figure out a way to either trek by foot into town to loot stuff, or I'm not sure, get a bicycle. I don't want to be able to just constantly haul stuff back and forth with the van is my point, because that just kind of defeats the purpose of the wilderness survival. So this is going to be a very, very long trip since most of it is going to be on dirt road that is very windy, so I will try and save you the brunt of that because I don't know if I can come up with enough interesting things to say for that trip because it's going to be quite a while. I will see you when we get to something interesting to loot or somewhere closer, or if I run into a pole and die. So I will see you then. I realized we also still need a hammer. We can't build anything yet without a hammer, so we need to find a hammer and hopefully some more nails. And my inventory is full though. And that could be a problem. Let's take care of these guys real quick and we'll take a quick look around. Oh man, what is the lag? Maybe it's the snow. Let's see what we got in here. Got a couple people waiting. Hey. You got anything for us? There's a jerry can there that I would like to take. Yeah, I hear ya. Come on. Ah, satisfying crunch. Oh, hey, we got more friends. Give me a little bit more room to fight you here. What's that weigh? 14. Yeah, you know what? Let's take that over here, and we'll at least set it by the van. A stake. I needed that for something I was crafting. I can't remember what. Come on, I just want a hammer, man. There's a saw I should probably take. Barbed wire I'll take. No hammer. And I've got this van loaded down also. I think I'm going to have to get some stuff out of it. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Come say hi. Have a nice nap, Garrett Kirk. Alright, we're still not too cold yet, so that's good. Before any more zombies show up, let's go ahead and grab this. And we will top up the van while we're... There we go. Very nice. Some sort of packaging place, it looks like. Anything in these boxes? Produce, empty produce boxes. But, well, that's not good. I guess I don't need to worry about checking this place for loot. Oh, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your nap. Here, I'll help you go back to sleep. And I'm going to assume this building is going to be the same. A nice place to gather some crates to store stuff in. And a big trailer here, but these rarely have anything useful in them. Never know, could get lucky. Duct tape and a ratchet wrench. Let's take a look inside. Empty. Oh well. Let's see where else we can go from here. We got some houses further down here with some sheds, it looks like, so we'll go take a look at those. And I will let you know if we find anything interesting. Alright, we've arrived at the first camp. We're just going to take a look here for loot. Looks like we got some friends over here. Let's just pie this corner real quick and see. Are they over here? Are they in? They must be inside somewhere. Alright. Yep, that's alright. I'll open the door for you. Come on out. Should use some of my ammo. Alright, who's next? Alright, there's two of them. Let's just get these open so we can keep an eye on what they got for us. Really? I mean, I'd prefer you to be outside, but I was going to come in and get you. Probably not going to be anything really useful for us, but you never know. Filing cabinets, no thanks. Room here, maybe there's something in here. A dirty bandage. Oh, we'll take it. We can clean it up later. And surgical gloves. Okay, good. We can get water here. I was concerned because I realized there may not be water where I'm going. I'll grab the radio because we can disassemble those for parts. Yeah, that's right. I heard you in there. Question is there anything useful? Ooh, box of nails. Yes, there is. So we'll take the radio also. Ooh, another hammer. Awesome. Well, nice. We got a second hammer, so that'll help a lot. We might have to come back here and get furniture or appliances for camp once we get it set up. A tarp we did need. We can make a tent kit with that. Matter of fact, let's see what else we need for that. 4 sticks, a long stick, and a wooden rod. Oh, there's a TV. I suppose we could pick it up. Take that. There we go. Now let's see if we can get downstairs before it kills us. And then we'll just stash these in the back. Let's go ahead and fill these water bottles up and bring them with us just in case. That way we'll have a little bit of extra water just in case. That'll do for now. Turn that off so it's not wasting the car battery. Hop in here. Have a little quick snack. A little bump of that before we move on. And then I will see you when we're ready to continue. Alright, we should be pulling up to the new place now. No clue what it's going to look like, so... I see some zombies. Not many, though, so I think we'll just go with melee instead of getting the gun out. Nice little cabin. Not too big, I think. Alright, guys, come on. You guys need to come over here. Come on. There you go. We don't need their stink. Not super defensible. We've got power though, that's good. Alright, looks like we've got an old school stove, so we can actually run that just off wood. And a bedroom. We'll need to get a curtain for that. Radio. 2 radios. We'll need to get some sheets to cover up the windows with. Move some stuff around a bit. What do we got back here? Alright, a bunch of bunk beds. We'll probably end up taking those apart. Doesn't look like we got much else out here. There's a fire pit and the river. Looks like there might be another building up to the north a little, so let's go take a look. Yeah, looks like an outhouse. Alright. Well, we got a newspaper and a plunger. I'm not sure how you use a plunger on one of these, but I'm sure somebody will figure it out. Alright, so I think this will work. It's barren enough that I don't feel like I'm cheesing the game at all. Come on, start up. Van did take a little bit of a beating getting out here. It was a very long trip. Took me, well, I'd have to go back and look at the actual date on my watch, but I know I was driving during the day and then during the night and then during the day again, so it was a pretty long trip. Alright, so what do we got as far as storage? Not much, do we? But we should be able to hop in the back of the van here and see if any of these boxes are empty. We'll just move that stuff up some. We'll have to work out some better storage here in the future. What is it going to take to disassemble these? Just a hammer. Alright, cool. So I think we'll use this room over here for our bedroom, because we've got a bed and everything in there, so that'll be fine. And our radio stuff. And then we'll use this room for our storage / workshop. So I'm going to get those beds disassembled and start getting stuff unpacked, and I will see you when we're ready to continue. Alright, we've got everything organized now. Got our TV and our comfy chair in. I dismantled some of the furniture we weren't using. I chopped down a tree and boarded up the windows some. If you do board up the windows, make sure and only use 3. If you do 4, it doesn't let any light in. So once the power goes out, the windows are probably going to be my main source of light. So we've just got 3 on those, each side, inside and outside. We brought our boxes in, and we unloaded everything from the van. So the van's empty now. And we pretty much got everything loaded in here and pretty much ready. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to need to make another trip into town at some point to pick up a couple more things. I would like a microwave or an electric stove of some sort just to use until the power goes out. And also I do have a generator as well. And I would like to find a better TV that I can put the VHSs in and to watch. Got a couple goals to work on. We take a look at our map here. So it did take a very long time to drive all this way. So that's, yeah, that was quite a large U-shaped journey. But if I can find a way to get kind of through here quickly at all, I'm not sure if I'll be able to run that. I know I won't be able to drive it, but if anything, you know, we'll park a vehicle on this corner up here and just run through that way, and it'll be difficult, but once we get the house kind of sorted out, it should be fine. I think the cart will hold enough to 49. I don't know if we'll be able to. We might be able to fit a stove or something in it. Looks like there's an assault going on. I've seen a couple of them pop up while I was organizing, but it didn't seem to be an issue. They never seemed to make it all the way out here if they were coming toward this area. You know, maybe we'll go check because they might have something useful. Well, it looks like they're on the other side of the river, and that could be their problem. Can I cross where the rocks are? No. Okay. It looks like we got some fish over here, maybe. Yeah, it looks like they're over on the other side of the river. Too bad for them. Alright, so we've had a quick walk through this. We just got our generator stored in here for now. We'll move it outside when it's time to use it. Other than that, got all our stuff kind of packed up and sitting here. Actually, yeah, that looks good. We can also make a tent kit and set up a tent halfway through. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll see if I can build up the stuff to build a tent kit, and I can set up a tent partway through the forest that I can stop and rest in, because it is going to be cold. Plus, I need to heal up a little bit more. I did take quite a bit of damage hauling all that heavy stuff around. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get that stuff organized, and I will see you when we're ready to continue.